I remember the first time I ever saw someone with a tattoo. I was about 7 years old, and my dad took us down to Southend-on-Sea, and I sat there and watched him get mine and my brother's name tattooed on his arm, and just sitting in the studio and seeing all these people covered in tattoos. It was a bit of a shock.
Whether you love them or you hate them, tattoos have been a part of our society for many years. The earliest recorded being over 5,300 years ago. The word tattoo is said to derive from the Polynesian word ta, which means to strike something, and the Tahitian word tattoo, which means to mark something. Once associated with sailors, gangs, bikers and criminals, the tattoo is now considered more of the norm within today's society and is celebrated worldwide through means of media and tattoo conventions. So what is it that makes them so addictive? What is pain for pleasure?
It's a way of showing what's inside you on the outside of your body. It's like some people get like memorial tattoos for like their loved ones that have passed on, and people get it for their religion, their beliefs, like their favourite band, everything. So it's just a way of showing what is inside on the outside, and yeah, it's a very powerful thing.
Tattoos continue to become more popular with society now than ever before, more noticeably within females who are getting more brave and bold with their designs.
I think tattoos are so addictive these days because it's a way of expressing yourself on your body with a form of art. So the way I can do it is I can show you about what I like and stuff, and it's permanent on myself. The pain is a nice pain, it's not horrible pain, so you can bear to go get more. It's just the fact that I like being able to have something that's on me, whereas you can go to a clothes shop and then it goes out of fashion. A tattoo's on you forever, it's permanent. So if you like it, it's there forever.
Cultural tradition, fashion trend, therapy or drunken mistake, tattoos symbolise different meanings. But are the tattooed accepted or judged unfairly within society today?
Yeah, I've certainly felt that I've been treated differently in social situations, day-to-day life, but it's one of those things where if you're going to have a lot of tattoo work, you've got to expect it.
I've been like looking at people with tattoos and like think like, oh, you're obviously a thug, you're obviously like, you do drugs, and like, it's like, I don't do drugs, I've never been in prison, I've never been arrested, I've never even been in trouble with the police. I went to a grammar school, I've had a good education, not on Jeremy Kyle, I haven't got like 5 billion children by like 5 billion different women. I tried to lead a good life, and like people obviously like see me and be like, you're covered in tattoos and piercings, you must be a bad person, which is kind of hurtful in a way. Like people with tattoos and piercings are some of the nicest people that I've ever met.
So where did this tattoo stigma come from? The growth of tattoos has become a trend of the 21st century within all classes of people.
The spectrum of people that are getting tattooed now is a lot bigger than what it used to be, say 10, 20 years ago. You know, you've got high professionals getting tattoos now, whereas, you know, the stigma, you know, back in the day was you know, only for criminals and sailors and, you know, lower class. But I find that there's no kind of boundaries anymore, which is good.
It's a little bit annoying that people like think like tattoos are cool, I'll go get a tattoo for the sake of having a tattoo. And it's normally some complete piece of shit that they've got done by one of their mates in a kitchen.
Tattoos are generally regarded as forms of individual expression and creativity, but for a lot of people, tattoos can have a much deeper meaning.
I've never had a tattoo that doesn't mean something. Like, you know, girls' names, you know, girls that I've loved at the time, or the biggest one that I've had so far is the one on my face. It's going to go down all the way down my right side. That is because I haven't seen my little boy for so long. I kind of, you know, it's like carrying him with me. So, you know, that was the reason for something. I wanted a tattoo to represent him, the biggest thing in my life. You know, sometimes I'm walking my dog and, you know, I say hi to someone and they'll just quickly look away and walk away quickly, you know, like you know, I'm in trouble because I've got a tattoo. So having tattoos, depending on where you have them as well, they have a big impact on your life.
However, tattoos aren't always the subject of praise and often turn into the regrets of many.
My name's Karen Bradley and I run a business called Erasure Tattoo Removal, and it's obvious by the name, I take tattoos off. You know, people come that have had names on, ex-partners, and they want them removing. I've had a lady come in that she can cover all her tattoos up apart from one, so she wants that removing for when she gets married so you can't see it. I've had a gentleman come with one on the back of his head, and now that he's going a bit thin, his hair, he wants that one removing. It was okay when he could cover it up with his long hair, but now he wants that one removing. You know, there's lots of different reasons. This has had one treatment so far. It has faded a lot, but it still needs, obviously, as you can see, a lot more. The skin still needs to heal because you can still feel the skin lumpy underneath, and it needs a bit of moisturiser on it to get rid of the dry patches. But it had an ex's name on it and we've had it blacked in.
For Kevin Lidgard of Leicestershire, his tattoos have lost all appeal for him and has decided to get them removed.
That had a girl's name in, which I got taken out, which no one should ever put a girl's name on their arm. That's a recent one. That's covered up some old silly ones. First one I had done, that was £5 that one, what a difference in price. But that was just because I was going to see it, you know. Bandow's in, that's my son, my middle son Craig. And the ones on my hands, I was really mad on Francis Rossi, so people used to call me Rossi, and I've got yes on my fingers. And that side I've got ex-wife and son's name on, many years ago. Second one I had done, and these are the silly, what do you call them, old school ones, which have been done with needle and ink. And of course that one, I was a biker, and that was part of the biker scene to have tattoos. The two on there, being from Grimsby, all to do with fishing and everything, so that's what I did, and quote on my fingers.
The laser shatters the ink, and then over a period of a fortnight, your body's natural immune system comes along and takes away the ink particles, and that's when it starts to fade.
One treatment, and those was as dark as that side, and that was one treatment, and I'm so pleased with that. They're all coming off my hands eventually.
I think it's like me, you like them when you have them done, and then as you get older you think, oh my god.
What is the fate of the tattoo? Will it continue with its taboo, or will bare skin be a thing of the past?
Tattoos will become a lot more popular. I think a lot more people will be getting them, and I think the law will soon change well, it's not the law, but I think it will soon change in the fact that people will be more lenient on having tattoos in the workplace and stuff. It won't be so like in your face to have a tattoo nowadays.
I think now that it's easy to get rid of them, a lot more people are going to have them, because when they get fed up, no, it's okay, I can get rid of it now. Whereas years ago you couldn't.
I think as time goes on, I think the industry is only going to get stronger. There are good points and bad points about that, but I guess if you can kind of keep up with the times, you know, then, you know, it can be a successful business for me personally, and, you know, for everyone involved.